What is going on, my everythings? It is your girl Janiqua A, and I am back with another reading for you guys. If no one told you guys today, I love you, and I know all your dreams and aspirations matter because they do. So let's tap in and see what you guys need to know. What's coming towards you guys? All right, we got the Hermit. The Hermit crab out here, soul searching a long time. So are you guys going in hermit mode, or are you guys coming out of hermit mode? We'll see. Hermit crabs also, they are really cool because they shed you could take off their shell and put a new shell on them. All right, so you guys might be coming out of hermit mode with a new shell, like you broke out of your old shell or you've outgrown. That's what happens. Thank you, Spirit. So quote me if I'm wrong, but hermit crabs, they grow out of their old shells. All right, and some people will go on a beach and find cool shells. Some of us will bring the shells home or bring the hermit crab at home, or if we have them as a pet, and we'll paint the shells. I would even advise y'all to go look that up. Look at cool hermit crab shells, and then you'll go to the beach and you'll find a hermit crab that needs a shell, and you'll put it on that hermit crab so it can protect themselves, and you'll help the hermit crab out, and it's a cool, fun, crafty activity. All right, so some of you guys needed to learn that. All right, you guys, for some of you guys, you got a new shell, and not only do you have a new shell after you've outgrown that old shell like a hermit crab, but that time you took to go within, that time you took to isolate yourself in that period of not having a shell, because it's so much downloads coming from this hermit. I love animals, y'all. I'm a wizard when it comes to like stuff like this. But in that time where the hermit crab don't have a shell because they've outgrown it. So during that time when you was outgrowing certain things in your life and you felt vulnerable because nothing was there, right? Like nothing was there to protect you because you cut all of that off. You go into hermit mode. You go into isolation because you don't want to put yourself out there to predators or to people, in your case, in real life, where they ciphering our energy because they see we don't have no shell. All right. So y'all went within. Y'all started to protect yourself as you wait for your new shell. All right. You see how I was just telling y'all the hermit crab's benefit of trusting in the process is knowing that somebody is going to come and put a shell on them, or they're going to find one, all right? Or somebody is not only going to put a shell on them, they're going to deck it out. They're going to paint it so that the hermit is not only a hermit no more. He's a cool, or she's a cool hermit, because it's the only one out of the probably group that got a cool shell because somebody went ahead and painted it. So in this case, for you guys, y'all not just coming out of hermit mode. Y'all not just coming out of hermit mode. There is a blessing. I don't know if this is coming from somebody because, God uses people. All right. God works through people, or it's just a blessing coming where you don't just have a new shell, baby. You don't just have a new identity. You don't just have new morals and evolved character, okay, and beauty. But your shell is decked out. All right, your covering, your aura, your personality is decked out with honor and favor. All right, you look different. You set apart. All right, you are attracting different attention because just like a hermit crab that has a shell that is painted and look nice, they stand out. You hear me? They're going to get attention. So I hope you understand what I've been given to how to elaborate on this, but congratulations on your new shell, your new lifestyle, your new personality, your new outlook, your new look. All right, your physical appearance will be influenced by this change. All right, your physical appearance will evolve because of the growing you've done in isolation. Okay, so Spirit, give me more of this energy. You're about to be like dripped or like favored with, like you're just gonna look different, or this is what's happening. All right, you got a new shell, a decked out one, a painted one, a creative one. All right, somebody picked you. All right, God picked you. You know, in order to receive the shell after you've outgrown it, like a hermit crab, you gotta find somebody, gotta pick you. You know, us humans gotta literally pick and feel guided to a specific hermit crab that don't have no shell to like make a shell for it. So do y'all hear what that mean? Like y'all stood out so much in the process of y'all healing and isolation to spirit, to your higher self, to others, that you were chosen to be enhanced. All right, you were chosen to be helped look, feel, all right, better. Okay, on a material level, on a physical level, and on a spiritual level. Because not only do you get protection, not only do you get a nice shell from somebody as a hermit, but it protects you. It gives you a more secure and more new way to guard yourself. It's new. It fits you. Okay? So this is so good. I feel like y'all embodying the energy of the hermit crab. Okay? But not so more of the isolation. My story just invited y'all into a way of looking at what's to come. And that's being decked out. That's your physical appearance and your physical features, all right, changing. Because in the process of isolation, you might have picked up on your health. You might have started beauty routines. You might have just prioritized self-love and self-care, baby. Okay? So the hermit crab is your spirit animal and the spirit that you're harnessing right now. Okay? And the favor of the hermit crab that is on your life. Just as we create shells for them, they don't have to go out and access. All right, they just gotta be there. Okay? Trusting. Look, private gifts, baby. Private gifts. All right, use your gifts only for yourself, is what it says. All right, you got access to beyond things. You got access to the unknown. You got access to hidden knowledge. You got access to certain angels, certain spirit guides, all right, because of the evolving of your vessel. All right, there's a door open that you have keys to that no one else can walk through. Just your loved ones. And for some of you guys, not even all of them. All right, you are unlocking the door because you have evolved in your spiritual gifts, in your health, in your resources, how you choose to steward over your blessings. This door is being opened over the next couple of events that are unfolding in your life. All right. This week ahead, there is a brand new door that you have access to that is unlocked by you because of your gifts, but you are only to walk through this blessing and through this door, through this new opportunity by yourself. It literally says private gifts. Use your gifts only for yourself. All right? You worked hard. Hermit mode. I just told y'all the backstory of how blessed and unexpected our hermit crab is by us just acknowledging it needs safety. All right. And the fact that it's adaptable, the fact that you can literally put the shell on it. So y'all, congratulations on unlocking. A lot of you guys found the key, and the key was in this isolation. Ashe. Ashe. All right. Y'all found the key, a specific talent, a specific way of thinking, a specific routine, a specific habit, all of the above, a specific system that you have chosen to enhance and practice and strengthen. Those people that was around you, all right, those other hermit crabs that's around the hermit crab that need help, they didn't put a new shell on them. They didn't put a new shell on them. Somebody else did. All right, so what this is saying, you were around people in your hermit crab energy, meaning you were vulnerable. You didn't have no shell. You didn't have no protection. I don't know if this was resourceful wise. I don't know if you was going through jobs. I don't know if you was going through family issues. I don't know if you was going through housing issues. But that's basically what that means when you don't have the shell on. You was around people, other hermit crabs or other people. I'm hearing crabs, savages. But you was around people that didn't even think or didn't even notice. You were so exposed emotionally, physically. You were vulnerable at that time. You needed a sense of protection. You needed some sort of covering. And covering don't gotta be money. Covering could just mean support. Covering could be just means a shoulder to cry on, a listener. All right? And they didn't help you. You had to manifest a new shell, meaning you had to wait on somebody or something, a force beyond your control to come in and hope that you will receive a new shell, just like the hermit crab does with us. All right? And because of that faith, because of that knowing, because of you just staying in isolation, doing whatever you needed to do, shadow work, focus on yourself, and just knowing that God is sending in a blessing that's giving you a new shell, a new form of protection, but that is also decked out, that is also draped with honor and creativity. You have to manifest that. That took faith. Imagine a hermit crab waiting for a human. All right, you got to be picked also. You had no control over who was going to give you a new hermit crab after you shed that old one off. You just believed in God that not only were you going to be given new protection or newfound safety, stability, comfort, all right, and a new shell. All right, this could even be a new home, a shell where you go in and protect yourself. But God said, I'm not just going to do that because of your obedience. All right, but I'm going to make it decked out. I'm going to find something or somebody that is creative, that is going to deck it out. So when you wear it, you're set apart. So when you wear it, attention goes on you. So when you wear it, you look rich. That door is open. All right, that door is open. Okay, and all of those other people, all of those other things that was around you that left you exposed while they had theirs, all right, didn't even give you no help or it didn't even acknowledge your vulnerability, because you don't need to give me your shell. You could just be a support. Cover me while I'm vulnerable, right? Make sure nothing harms me while I'm vulnerable. Ashe? Now the door open, and you are to use your gifts only for yourself. Congratulations. Come. Come, Mr. D. Come here. This is coming, and I don't know how it's going to manifest for you guys, but just think about a new door opening for you to get beyond your current situation. Now that you have access, you're being given access to more things that was locked, things that you did not have access to before because it was locked, because you needed more knowledge, you needed another key. Remember, old keys, old way of doing things, outdated beliefs don't open new doors. Old keys don't open new doors. All right, you needed a new way of doing things. You needed also to feel new. This is coming with a new feeling brand new. All right, imagine you got a new outfit on. That's like how the hermit crab feel when he get a shell from us and it's decked out, it's painted. All right, it's decorated. So congratulations, you will be opening up the door to your new home. You will be opening up the door to your new business. You will be opening up the door to a lot of things that was locked, that you wanted access to. But you are to go through it alone, all right? And with the people that was actually surrounding you, making sure no harm to none will be had as they had their shell and while you did it. Okay? Congratulations. That's a new door opening. The key is already in there. You twisting it. It's almost twisted all the way. So this is coming in probably in the next couple of days. All right, over this weekend. Definitely before October. All right? Literally. So let's see what all of this is about. Let's see what this new door. All right? Also, you know, you might even get called stingy. That's okay. People around you that you are being called to say no to and to not share your gifts, to make them private, it's okay. All right? Don't get caught up into how people think of you now that, you know, they don't have access to what you have access to. Spirit, give me more on this energy and what my everythings need to know, please, and thank you. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune, growth and expansion. You started to take life seriously. You wasn't missing your blessings because you was distracted with fun and play. You knew when to depart out of the fun and go back. All right? You didn't miss. You're not on a hamster wheel of karma. You're not just in a loop. You're not just waking up, doing this, doing that, and going back to sleep. You are creating your life. All right? This is taking you towards your destiny. I'm hearing what goes around comes around too. That's the Wheel of Fortune. That's that wheel. Seasons is changing. This is your fate knocking at that door. You are walking right into your future. So that hermit mode probably had you rejecting fun times, rejecting going out. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel too good, but now look, you walking straight into now fun, now play. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, growth and expansion, baby. You looking good, you smelling good, all right? But most importantly, you are aligned with your future goals. All right, you are aligned with stability and security and everything that's involved in that to make you evolve here on earth, to make you solid here on earth. You working with these planets, baby. You understanding the seasons. You are also awakening to your private gifts. All right, the things that you are manifesting is strengthening your potential. All right, and then we got the Three of Swords. All right, so this is somebody that is now vulnerable. All right, this is somebody that is now needing protection, just like you. This is somebody that is now outgrowing their old way and their old shell, and now they're waiting for a shell, just like you. All right, they've outgrown their old ways. They don't like it no more, but now they're vulnerable. We all go through that part of the hermit shell. The hermit crab. So as whoever this was, this is the one that left you exposed. Whether masculine or feminine, they in the Three of Swords because it don't feel good being a hermit crab exposed without a shell. It don't feel good when you crying and everybody else good and nobody even acknowledge you crying. That's because when they had a shell, before they've outgrown their old ways right now, they literally left you abandoned or didn't acknowledge you or didn't protect you the way they could have because they had a shell. And that's why I heard what goes around comes around, the Wheel of Fortune. Now, again, we always outgrowing ourselves. We always evolving. So now it don't feel good. Imagine you outgrowing things and now nobody is there for you. That's something that you just got to deal with because nobody don't owe us nothing. But this is why Spirit is saying this person cannot walk through that door with you. And they know that. All right. They already know you've disconnected. They also know that you've received a shell. You received covering. You received shelter. But not only that, God blessed you with even more because now it's decked out. It's luxurious. You know, it's painted. It's creativity. So they have to go through that process of feeling isolated, of feeling alone, but most importantly, feeling the way you felt when you were vulnerable just like this, when you was outgrowing your old shell and it didn't fit no more. All right, this was one of those. All right, and I'm not saying you didn't need this person's shell. You didn't need them to take what they had and give it to you. But they could have did other things. They could have stood by you and protected you, guarded you from predators. All right? Acknowledge your hurt. Talk to you. Listen to you. not give you their shell. They weren't even wise enough to do that. You know why? Because they weren't worrying about what goes around comes around. They weren't thinking that far. This is selfish energy. And now they see the door, it's opening. They see you opening it. They see you walking through it, and they know that they can't walk through it. All right? The Queen of Swords. Hold on. Look, the Ace of Cups. This is somebody that they don't have control over the outcome. They don't have no input. They word not good. They word will not influence anything with you going wrong. All right? So Spirit, give me more on this energy. So they're like crying blood that you actually went through that door. Look, hangman. They're stuck. All right? They stuck on the other side of the world. All right? Of that reality. Look, the Chariot. You are moving forward fast. All right? Things are in motion. There's so much advancement and promotions that you should expect. Again, a lot of upgrades, big purchases, blessings. All right? Coming in. Y'all out of hermit mode. You know how after you did a lot of thinking, you did a lot of soul searching, and then you did the work, and now God blessing you on a material level and on a spiritual level. All right, you feeling good. You're not hermit mode no more. All right, you in your own lane. You're polished. I'm hearing polished. Okay, you're polished. I don't know what that means to y'all, but I just see a polished vehicle. And now this vehicle is you. This vehicle is your vessel and how you treat it. What type of gas are you giving yourself? What are you fueling yourself with? All right. And you've been fueling yourself with a lot of goodness. Okay. Whatever you've been doing in that isolation. Now you polish. Now you got to wash. Now you cleanse. Now you ready to go. Things is going good for you. Now your foot is on the gas. Everything that you want and been praying for is coming your way. You feel more confident. You feel more victorious. You're making power moves. This is all what to expect. All right. Nothing but success. The Chariot is assured success this week over all adversities. It's assured. All right. It's also Archangel Michael. All right. Taking the lead. You done released the will. All right. You done let go and you let God. All right. You being driven. Imagine going through life, allowing God and your angel to take the wheel, and you just taking every opportunity because you know it's coming from the Lord, because you built your connection and your discernment. All right. This is nothing but upgrades. Your private gifts. Remember I said manifesting. All right. It's looking like you done manifest a vehicle. Manifested you upgrading your existing vehicle. Manifesting you buying the vehicle of your dreams, having it polished, nice and red. I'm hearing don't get the red one, get the blue one. All right? Don't get the red one. Get the blue one. That's for somebody. All right? This is nothing but polished upgrades. Chariot energy. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop this. Okay, you've earned this. You've earned that new shell that somebody done decorated. All right, that's God. So I love you guys. Congratulations on this huge come up.